Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and it feels like it has been a while since I've actually sat down and recorded a video. With the way I've got these videos scheduled, it's not going to seem that way to you guys because this is scheduled way in advance. But it's been like 3 or 4 days maybe since I've actually recorded something. The reason being is that I finally am sleeping in a bed for the first time, an actual bed for the first time since last December. And so I'm kind of getting things moved in from one room into another and kind of deciding what I want to keep here in this room, which I'm going to record in, and what I want to put in the other room, which I'm going to sleep in. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to shut up about all that. That being said, we're going to be talking about, once again, about 50 years of horror fiction, and we're going to be talking about the year 1997. I got 5 books here for you, so let's go ahead and get underway, alright? Okay, so the first one is a graphic novel, and this is From Hell, and this is by Alan Moore and illustrated by Eddie Campbell. From the squalid alleys of the East End to the Houses of Parliament, from church naves to dens of the occult, all of London feels the uniquely irresistible blend of fascination, revulsion, and panic that the Ripper offers. The city teeters on the brink of the 20th century, and only the slightest prodding is necessary to plunge it into a modern age of terror. Moore and Campbell have created a gripping, hallucinatory piece of crime fiction about Jack the Ripper, detailing the events that led up to the Whitechapel murders and the cover-up that followed. From Hell is a modern masterpiece of crime noir and historical fiction. And that is From Hell, and that is by Alan Moore with illustrations by Eddie Campbell. Alright, next up we've got The Bighead, and this is by Edward Lee. Rape, murder, brain-eating. Never before has a work of fiction dared to dwell so deeply into the realms of perversion, sexual dementia, and bad taste. Who is he? What is he? An inbred homicidal pervert? A supernatural psychopath? Who or whatever he is, he's on a roll now, raging out of the Virginia backwoods and leaving in his wake a trail of blood, guts, and disgust far beyond the limits of your reckoning. Jerica. Sex addict, drug addict, a woman so far out of control she would make Linda Lovelace look like a schoolmarm. And little does she know the Bighead is coming for her. The Abbey, closed for years, Rochester Abbey is back in business, haunted by 2 nuns from hell. Eritopathic, clinically demented, gross beyond belief. To the faithful priest, Father Alexander, they will do things that absolutely beggar description. And that is The Bighead, and that is by Edward Lee. Alright, next up we've got The Church of Dead Girls, and this is by Stephen Dobyns. One by one, 3 young girls vanish in a small town in upstate New York. With the first disappearance, the townspeople begin to mistrust outsiders. When the second girl goes missing, neighbors and childhood friends start to eye each other warily. And with the third disappearance, the sleepy little town awakens to a full-blown nightmare. The Church of Dead Girls is a novel that displays Stephen Dobyns' remarkable gifts for exploring human nature, probing the ruinous effects of suspicion. As panic mounts and citizens take the law into their own hands, no one is immune, and old rumors, old angers, and old hungers come to the surface to reveal the secret history of a seemingly genteel town and the dark impulses of its inhabitants. And that is The Church of Dead Girls by Stephen Dobyns. Alright, next up we have got Drawn to the Grave, and this is by Marianne Mitchell. Carl would die horribly from the terminal illness that afflicts him if he had not mastered a way to transfer his death to others. Each time his symptoms return, Carl once again passes his illness and death to yet another beautiful woman he has seduced. Beverly, his latest victim, refuses to die without attaining vengeance, even if it means using Megan, an innocent young woman who happens to be Carl's new lover. And that is Drawn to the Graves by Marianne Mitchell. Alright, next up we have got Dracula the Undead by Freda Warrington. It is 7 years since the stake was driven through the heart of the infamous Count Dracula. 7 years which have not eradicated the terrible memories for Jonathan and Mina Harker, who now have a young son. To lay their memories to rest, they return to Transylvania and can find no trace of the horrific events. But beneath the earth, Dracula's soul lies in limbo, waiting for the lifeblood that will revive him. And that is Dracula the Undead, and that's by Freda Warrington. And that is going to do it for the year 1997. So until next time, take care and stay scared. Thank you.